Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I don't think I need to explain anything, really, considering everyone who is here currently has been here for the past few streams. So, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Okay, Cody Hackins, age 7. Big fan of the Steel Samurai, present at the studio on the day of the crime. Hey kid, look at this badge! Look at this spear! So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer! What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side. You can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, kiddo. Watch it.
What are they doing? But how are you doing, Chad? How's everyone been? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you?
Do you see anything?
He always, the Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. Wait. Let me go. He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out.
A bottle? Why is this sitting here, I wonder? Empty bottle. Found on a table. Employee area. The label reads, sleeping pills. Anyway, what was that kid saying?
He saw everything. Huh? Where's that old windbag?
Out of her to leave her post.
Hey! Nick, that was her. Stop! Whippersnapper!
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Natch! Uh-oh, she tripped.
Maya sure looks happy. I wonder if this is our chance to grab a key.
Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check with the guard station.
Good idea.
Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key.
The key to that trailer in Studio 2.
We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick?
Borrowing. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened!
Great, let's go, Nick.
She seems eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick.
Not that eager. Dynamite Samurai, Samurai Summer, the Singing Samurai. Why so many samurai? Oh, I forgot about how hot Vasquez is. I legit forgot.
Someone's in here.
Names.
Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and,
I see.
And who might you?
Vasquez, the producer. Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. Me and Nick have some solidarity here. Oh lord, she hot? Hey lady, look at this badge!
I'm not interested.
Okay, it doesn't look like we can show her anything. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez?
Script.
Excuse me?
Script. I'm looking for a script.
A script?
The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it.
We're getting nowhere fast.
We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Miss Vasquez?
It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV. The nerve of her.
Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Sam Manella, was it? What are exactly his role here?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird?
It's starting to look like it.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there some place else we have to check?
Yeah. Wait. Yes?
If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to run your errands? I don't think I like her.
Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. As slimy in there as he is in here. There's no fixing salmonella. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go see him again. Yeah. Present. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13? Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Oh, my ass is pound if I don't find it.
Nick, it might be quicker just to look in all the places where he's likely to have been.
I agree. Alright, we can leave as soon as possible, thank God. Oh. I'm guessing inside Studio 1.
We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick.
I'm guessing this is it.
Hey, look! That's a chair the director sits in. I always wanted to sit in one of these.
Director? Maya, take a look around in that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere?
Huh! Found it, Nick. The script.
Good work. Why does it look like somebody poured water over it? I don't want to know. Here, we found it. Your script.
Oh.
You're not going to talk to us?
Quiet. I'm reading. Just hold on! What's the big idea?
Oh, hi, Seffi.
Who do you think you are, anyway? And do you even know who we are?
Powers lawyers.
Right.
Am I a suspect?
No, it's just, well, no, but...
You wanted to know about the day of the murder.
Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help.
You know why there was a meeting here at noon? Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. All the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave.
Impossible? Why?
The path was blocked. The path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. It didn't stop moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. It was out of 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4 o'clock. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone into the studio.
What?
It's true. A crane came just after 3 o'clock to move the head. I called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they collaborate in my story. But wait! What if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gotten to Studio 1. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That is Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, ook, ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke.
Nick, it stopped at 2:15.
2:15. That's right. I'm reminded of how single I am again. You and me both. You and me both. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4 o'clock. Hi, Cage. Therefore, we are innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See, goodbye.
What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished.
Sure doesn't look good. Sure we should head back to the office and plan a strategy. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim.
It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? We've got one lead.
Mia! It's you! What took you so long?
Sorry, Phoenix. Mai has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble.
Right. Oh, wait. Guess that means we're really in trouble.
I'd say so.
What do you mean? What do you mean? We have one lead?
Boy, of course.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But there's no way I'm telling you losers. I don't know. He didn't sound like he was going to help us at all.
I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way.
Why am I giving her the Vasquez voice?
Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix.
Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. What's wrong?
Whippersnapper!
He's been chasing that boy this whole time.
When I catch him,
Sounds like she hasn't any luck catching him.
I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper.
A hostage? What's this about a hostage?
That boy was running away. He dropped this and ran. He'll come back. For this one.
It's kind of hard to stand while they're huffing and puffing.
Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave them that.
Good idea. Miss Oldbag, might I?
No! I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do.
Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? Trade, I wonder. Miss Oldbag, I'm borrowing this, just so you know.
Okay. Just be sure to give it back.
That wasn't it. I'd imagine it has to be something relating to hammer. Maybe we can give her a flower? I need a vacation. Wait, what? Aimless flowers bloom in solitude. Rarely have a proper name. That's not for me to know. Not now, nor ever to the end of my days. I need a vacation. Man, Phoenix is getting sentimental over here. Okay, that's not it. Maybe something in the employee area? That seemed to be on the right track. Hey, you, wait a second!
Phoenix, was that the boy?
Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name is Cody Hackins.
I think he ran into the dressing room.
He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Ugh. Damn it! He's getting away!
Come back.
Come back!
There, he's back.
What did she?
Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please.
I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Faye. Nice to meet you.
Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? I see. Cody and I have solidarity, it seems. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? So normal. Look at this, spaghetti in a soda can. Spaghetti. Will just sauce come out and the noodles stay stuck inside?
Best when slammed. I think they want you to drink it in one gulp.
Slamming a spaghetti? Right. I think that maybe old bag would like a drink or something. I guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning.
Oh well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix.
Nothing in here. I find it funny how casual Mia acts as if she isn't dead. I mean, if you're dead at that point, would you really care?
This is one of Maya's favorite movies.
Maybe we should replace the poster in the office with this one.
That would be kinda sad.
Yeah, you're literally talking to a dead person. A key card? I guess? Maybe?
Hey, that's a card. Studio One.
Right, a card key to Studio 1.
I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. I was his fan.
You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag?
Studio 1 isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then?
If I give her the card key, then we'll be able to get into Studio 1. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Card key lent to Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal?
What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card?
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though.
Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about.
Right, I'm off.
There she goes, hobbling off towards the studio. Bye, Gwen. Cody, this look familiar?
Hey, Meyer. But you are.
You are? Huh?
You are. You know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
I'll give you this, if you help me.
But that's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
What do they teach these kids in school these days?
Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card.
Huh?
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble?
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? I mean, there's something rarer than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Premium rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? This kid has a PhD in economics. Honestly, I really like Cody. He's probably my favorite part about this case. Not only that, but we have solidarity. I need a sword. You can't take his sword. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer.
Oh, hi.
Hello, what brings you here?
Oh well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yes?
The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Nope. She's the same as always.
Same as always. Okay, whatever you say.
Do you know anything about this?
Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
A complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card.
Huh?
Wait. That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg of you, trade with me.
Trade with you?
Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Trade me up. What?
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please! Phoenix, can you see she's desperate?
What's everyone getting excited about? Okay.
Really? Thanks. Then this is for you.
I got it.
Yeah.
And there she goes. Is that Mia Paz? Wait, I know Mia. She doesn't look like Mia. Isn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Cody is a little annoying. He's a kid. I say that because Mia Paws buys Pokemon cards. Oh! Yeah, I honestly forgot about that. See this card?
Yeah, so wait! That's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me!
Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade?
You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information.
Huh? You sure? Fine by me.
Your RP card given to Cody.
Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow.
So you like the Steel Samurai?
He's so cool! I
guess.
You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life.
I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler.
You like him too, don't ya?
Oh, me? Yeah. I love the Steel Samurai.
So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
Right. Come on, think of something. I really like his kind nature. What a guy!
Totally! He looks so tough, but inside he's as gentle as a kitten.
Yeah.
So what else do you like about him?
Don't tell me I have to keep this act up.
So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
I like it when he vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, with damn! The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Check this out. It's my fan album.
I think the reason why I love Cody so much is the fact that he reminds me of me. Like, legit, this is how I acted about Tommy Oliver from Power Rangers all the time. Tommy was, like, my all-time favorite Power Ranger, and I would collect merchandise. It just reminds me of me. I remember what it was like being obsessed with something like this. What the? It's all pictures of Steel Samurai.
I go to every live performance.
Stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public?
They always take pictures when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. Perfect collection. Check it out. My new digital camera.
Wow, that is very impressive.
The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? It's a Steel Samurai Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah. I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data set at home, so I can always make another one. Well, then I'm happy to accept.
But I was obsessed with Ninjago. Oh my lord! Ninjago! Ah, I missed that show. I wasn't a big fan of when it got rebooted.
Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you.
What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. More like an afterlife. I still have the lore memorized. Yeah, the kid shows a lot of passion. Yeah. I kind of want to see him in a future Ace Attorney game, all grown up. Maybe he's working as a movie star. Maybe he's Hero Factory Bionicle Ninjago. Holy crap, memory lane much? You were there on the day of the incident, right?
Yeah.
Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too.
I saw everything.
I fucked with the vibes of the Serpentine. Long before time had a name. Hi, Cleo! Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident?
I got here that day around 2 o'clock.
Also, the Discord link is invalid. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Until a certain asshole gets his channel banned, I'm not really excited to keep the Discord open, especially with a bunch of minors there. I say, being a minor myself. Fun fact, from 1971 to 1997, the Democratic Republic of the Congo was called the Zaire. It's been a while since we got a good old Cassidy history fact.
I kinda got lost, though. I was in there for maybe half an hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that...
What is it, Cody?
The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that.
But basically, without getting into too much detail, basically there's a really awful piece of shit guy named Cobson Talks, who often raids TransTuber Discord servers. Oh, is the Discord server in lockdown? Kinda. And basically what he likes to do is raid TransTubers chats and Discord servers. And basically what happens is he often posts NSFW shit, gore, horrible things that nobody should ever have to see in their life, especially if they're under the age of 18. So basically, until he gets banned from the platform, which hopefully should be anytime soon, I don't really exactly feel comfortable sharing my Discord link publicly that much. Oh, that's fucking gross as hell. Yeah. You know what? I'll do something real quick and then delete the comment afterwards. Hold on. I'll leave it up for a little bit, then I'll delete it later. In? Okay, good. But Cobson is definitely one of those. Yeah. I see. Must have been hard for you.
Man, you say those nice things, but it's obvious you're not speaking from the heart.
I'm right. Mia? Yes?
Yes?
I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it.
True enough.
And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him.
Indeed.
So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers.
I have to admit, it is kind of a shock.
Was known as Persia, which in my honest opinion is a far better name.
But if we put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure.
Let's not call him then.
I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You gotta rendezvous with me down at the precinct.
No, I ain't going! That didn't go so well. Back to 0 leads. Now we have a serious handicap in court.
What are we going to do, Mia?
Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there.
Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent?
Of course he is!
That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then.
Great. Thanks, Mia.
See you soon.
Bye, Waspy. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, she looks even unhappier.
Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please.
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenses. On the defensive. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that, or we lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy. Hope Red White is burning in hell for what he did to Mia. Sadly, he's just in prison. He did not get the death penalty. He should have. Well, the death penalty has very specific criteria to get the death penalty on someone. I hate the court system in Ace Attorney. At least his company's dissolved. Yeah. All his company and its resources have been dissolved, so there's no way he can get. There's no way he's getting out of prison. He's being sent there for life for admission to wiretapping, information broking, black market dealing, blackmailing, murder. So yes, he does have a lot of criminal charges, but none of those could be considered worthy of a death penalty. Just a long fucking prison sentence. Like, he's going to die in prison. So in a way, he's just gonna die very, very slowly. Plus, considering how many enemies he has that are probably in prison, he's probably not gonna live very longer inside the prison either. Hi, Misk. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. We're talking about Red White from Turnabout Sisters. He was the killer of our mentor, Mia. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the court. The eyes of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if he'll be the producer. Prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Oh no! Ah! Oh yeah, that guy. Wasn't that? Didn't that guy have a name like Ivan the Terrible or something like that? Or am I getting confused? That prison is not an inn? Yeah. Ivan the Terrible? Yeah. Frederick William? Oh. Red White basically got a painfully long death penalty? Yeah. To get a death penalty, you have to do something incredibly fucked up, and be proven without a doubt to be guilty of it. Such as, multiple serial killers throughout history, including Jeffrey Dahmer, but that man was not killed via electric chair. He was killed brutally by one of his inmates, one of his fellow inmates. That guy deserves a medal, in my opinion. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make Steel Samurai, noob. RFL. Salmonella. I'm the director. Television. Were you at Global Studios one day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. That's not something that would be able to be given the death penalty? Exactly.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Murder is punishable by death. Depends on how fucked up it is. If it's just a simple murder, or if it was accidental, or so Mia's here now. Yeah, in the form of Maya. I'm innocent. Nameless, we all know here, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are not innocent of a lot. I can list down like 100 things you're guilty of. Deus Ex Mia, yep. Skooma influenced me? That does not count. That does not matter in a court of law. If anything, that's gonna make your sentence worse. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Oh god, can we just skip this part? I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Drug abuse on top of murder? Yep. Nameless is not guilty by reason of insanity. I guess that's arguable. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During that meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one else left their chairs. That's about it. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna go get something to drink. The time of Mr. Hamo's death was 2:30 p.m. Oh, we still going? Yeah, we're going. I just had to go quickly grab a drink. Don't worry. You're not really sorry. Oh, fuck. I'm good. You do not want me as your lawyer, for crying out loud. I may play Ace Attorney, but I'm not good at anything legal-wise. Literally, you put me up to the stand as a defense attorney, I'd probably say, Your Honor, I plead oopsie daisies. My client may have made a little oopsie, but I do not believe he deserves to be put in prison for it. That would not work. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Your Honor, I plead stupidity. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, it seems like we might just want to press here. In the employee area.
That's right. I was in a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run-through?
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else?
Nope, just us four.
Why did it go on so long? Wouldn't happen if people had common sense. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see?
Alright, that's the limp.
Which of course led me to missing my lunch, Roth's.
Ross rolling on the floor, starving? Well, do people have common sense? Not in the Ace Attorney world! Though I will admit, in later entries from what I've heard, the cases do seem to get more complicated and less easy to discern.
I hear that everyone else was ate lunch in the employee area. That I had the meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until 4 o'clock.
Okay. So in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you do believe it?
That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Didn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah, it doesn't... It does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila.
What do you want?
When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, a good call.
Like, the first case in this game is pretty simple, the second case is insanity. Yeah, the third case is just incompetence. I think the next one is really good, and fun fact about me, I have never played the 5th case in this game. I honestly didn't even remember that there was a 5th case up until recently. And I know I did watch Nazumi's review on it, but I'll be honest, I completely fucking forgot about it. Like I said, I either use those to go to sleep, those types of videos to go to sleep, or when I'm in the shower. There's a what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Apparently, originally there wasn't a 5th case back when this game was released on the GBA, which was its first initial release, but when being ported to the DS back in, I think it was 2004, they decided to give it a 5th case to give it a little extra spice. And thus, in the trilogy remaster during, I think it was 2017 or 2018, we were given this. Which has the 5th case in it.
But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wrote it down then.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that a bit more. The entire history of Poland during her next stream? No! Okay, the only thing that I'm willing to read about Poland is Sergeant Votek. Sergeant Votek is the best. I love Sergeant Votek. I love him so much! I could rant on for hours about Animal War Heroes. In fact, I actually did once. I demand Polish history. This isn't a history channel, this is a gaming channel. The only history I'm somewhat sufficient in is the bear. Yes, the bear! Who else would I be talking about? Guys, help. Yes, it is a history channel. Maybe if you call her a good girl a few times, she will. I will not. Plus, if I bring in the history of Poland, I'll have to talk about the funny mustache man. And I'd rather not. What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story on our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Minella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can't you believe it?
Actually, I kinda can't. Ew. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting?
During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs.
You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Millella, you have just contradicted yourself. Didn't you say earlier that you ate a T-bone steak during a break?
That's all.
Do you really want chat to be just me writing all Polish history? For the last time, you don't have to do that. That is your choice. But please don't spam just Polish history the entire time. I'd like you to... Yes, I do. Well, Mr. Manila, what is this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. Remember when Australia lost a war to the emus? Yes, I do. Plus, I don't even know anything about Polish history, I'll be honest, other than Wojtek and stuff that happened during World War II. If it's written by Salmonella, it's probably not for kids, and yet he is the head writer of a kids' TV show. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness and testified to the court about this break. And the Soviets? Yep. And I'll be honest, I don't really feel comfortable rattling off about history. Unless it's like something I'm skilled in and won't get wrong. Like, I can tell you all day about certain war heroes, but I cannot rattle off about certain history topics. Oh, absolutely, emus are horrifying. Not as horrifying as cassowaries. Lithuania once formed a massive joint dual monarchy. Poland and Lithuania once formed a massive joint dual monarchy. That major power at its height and absolutely curb stomped Russia. Huh. Oh well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Australia has some evil flightless birds. Australia has evil everything. They got Komodo dragon, they got the tarantula hawk wasp, they got like several different types of spiders that can kill you in like 15 seconds. They got this, they got that, they got this, they got that, they got this, they got that, they got this. Hey, Komodo dragons are cool. Yes, but they're also terrifying. Do you know that how they fucking hunt? What historical subjects do you know about? I know a lot about certain war heroes. I know animal war heroes. I know, I specifically like learning about Victorian England and its history. I like knowing about revolutions in France and all that stuff. Everything in Australia is a result of an anomaly. And spiders haven't killed anyone for years. True. Well, yeah, it's a dragon. Of course it's horrifying. I bite, then wait. Exactly. That's what's terrifying about them. They bite you and wait for you to slow down, get your wound infected, have you on the ground, and then they eat you alive, making sure to avoid vital organs so they can keep the food warm. That's how terrifying Komodo dragons are. They give me the creeps, not gonna lie. They give me the creeps. I still think they're cool, but they give me the creeps. At least it's not a copper dragon. Yeah, after IW, we took a break, Raphael. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. You cannot finish an entire fucking T-bone steak in 13 minutes, even if you're hungry. It takes me at least. I want to get this case over with. Same here. I'm really fucking excited for the next case, but I also just don't like this case very much. I don't think it would be enough time for that, but that's just me. Thank you, Judge! Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Just lock this guy up already. Gumshoe? We got a problem. Yeah, we got a child predator here. Yeah, bring all your guys. Maybe bring Edgeworth too. We can all jump his ass later. Or just at some point independent states. Yeah. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and came back. I guess it's possible time-wise. What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak, what else?
There were two plates on the table. There were two plates on the table.
Right, the other one was Diva's. I mean, D. Vasquez's plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright?
This is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
You claim somebody from the trailer went to Studio 1? If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in that meeting. With only 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I got the judge thinking now. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you know that 2:15 to 4 o'clock the path of the studios was blocked. Miss Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Oh, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey's head barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, and I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to leave Mr. Manila from the stand.
What?
It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there are several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of the people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we have that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? A witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. It's Cody. Order! I will have order! I see. Alright, bye, Cass. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. The court is adjourned for the recess. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in the trailer has an alibi.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on trial before. Not while there was still a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. People in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Hold on, we're gonna take a small, tiny break. I gotta go quickly do something, and I'll be back. Hello everyone, I'm back. I just had to, give myself some lunch, but I am back. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Here are children everywhere, after all.
You... Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
Right. For it every day using the gold Shark Mama gambled another tail. Oh god. Were you eating people? No. I have noodles. Why would I be... But, got my lunch right here. Yummy. I have gunpowder. Stop eating gunpowder, please, sweetie. Prosecution has concern. Also, witness is a grade school of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. God, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around.
No matter what witness it is, Edgeworth is suffering.
Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins, and I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you were speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded Grandpa, thank you very much. A very long day. Incidentally, photographing equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that is possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms of a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make note of it in the court record.
He's in is filled with insufferable people. From what I've heard, it gets worse in investigations. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we've seen here, honestly. You a female? Congrats!
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Went through the woods path so the old lady wouldn't catch me.
Off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley here, there? If you go off the path, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow.
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next?
Oh, bye, Misk. The Steel Samurai.
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
See, what then? What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not for a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he was a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out so much and he went home.
Phoenix, remember, he's a child.
Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Okay, what? Was that the first time you've been to the studio?
Actually, I've been there a couple times. Never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling.
Right, please continue.
Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk if you keep cutting me off all the time? Jeez.
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Do you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio? Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. Looked like he was thinking about something before going in. And he opened the gate and went inside.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know, he was kinda far away.
He's being awfully vague. I knew it. Cody, what you just said seems a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Oh, is it putting on too much pressure? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera with you on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child, so. Quick question, Bianca, but is that a Blaha on your head? It is not a Blaha, that is my channel mascot, Sharko. He is a gray-tipped shark. As compared to Blaha, which is a fictional blue shark, because there are no well, I guess you could count bull sharks as being kind of blue, but I wouldn't say Blaha has the same blue as a bull shark. Plus, bull sharks are extremely aggressive, while Blaha is super duper friendly. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in a court. What do you mean, a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well, please testify to the court about what you were busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! And then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, our cross-examination. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away? Not even once?
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next? Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
How exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
Should I play this? Cody,
What?
something's bothering me. Before he said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
And you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part. The killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that the young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. Okay, so I got that wrong. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Is it this? Yeah, that wasn't it. Is it the picture? I don't think it is. I think maybe during that point, he got distracted by the sudden drop of the monkey's head. Nope, wasn't that either. There's only one last option we can do, which is he was watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could he possibly distract the boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Come on, think of something. Can't just think of nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Do you have another explanation for this? We have ascertained that the young boy's... Okay. Well, we found it. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera. The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Oh! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at such a critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. That was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything that he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera, and why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. I feel bad for Cody, but yeah, he does need to testify for this. You just...
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, okay?
Anything strange with that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway.
Yeah, you're right, Pops.
So you did see the beginning of the fight?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely? Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open on time, so I missed it.
When the lens opened, what did you see?
A person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yup.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have once got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened on that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I slew through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow with Sam! I got them all. I never missed one. Perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Amongst all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way!
Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually...
Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in this album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? I can only think of one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. What do you mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone. Ever.
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. Jimmy update when? You mean Jimothy? Oh, finally somebody asked about my presence. Jimothy! Yes, it's me, the Red Shark Jimothy. Oh, it has been forever since I've graced the presence of this channel. Oh, what are you looking at me like that? Yeah, yank! Oh no! That's what happened with Jimmy. To any new viewers of this channel, they must be so fucking confused. Who's Jimothy? He's a red 3D printed shark I bought from a friend of mine. I have 3, one blue, one black, and one red. Jimothy's the red one. And I made this whole thing of how Jimothy's a fucking asshole, a war criminal, and a murderer. So I just have him chilling on my desk, and I just threw him across the gosh darn house. There was a reason why he lied about, and he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied about and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose the fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Order! 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 What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what is going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. What's this all about? If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in the costume was Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's full foot injury. But wait! Had Mr. Hammer's gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to the studio, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room, then snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know.
I get it! I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Potts!
On me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us, quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now!
Here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that anyone could be in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia, what? Mia, what?
Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know of them in the photo.
Find the inconsistency in the photo. Wait, whoops. The Steel Samurai is inconsistent with something. Yeah, I made a mistake. It's the number 2. I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. May I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Oh yes, well it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. That's impossible! What is this all about? Please explain, so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here, in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That explains the 2 on the gate in the photo. Half of the trailer was blocked. So we've heard. Half was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to the studio before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said that no one was in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on the day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding with the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer's the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Well, surprisingly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole a costume. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? Didn't Hammer have a foot injury? No, Will Powers had a foot injury. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. Court will suspend proceedings for today. Cody Hagen's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, guys. I just got a rough memory when it came to this case. Get out of your mind, Neil. Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You'll need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you'll need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. To put it blunt, basically I was playing through this case on the day that I visited my grandpa in the hospital a few days before his death. That's why I suddenly got a bad memory. Overall, I am enjoying this case a lot more than I thought I used to. It's definitely not the worst third case in the entire series, far from it. I mean that 2-3 is 10 times worse, and I haven't played 3-3. Yeah, sorry, it just reminded me of that. Phew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should think about taking up a career in acting. Thanks. Some everyday words have bad memories for me. It's called negative association. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Well, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go and make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. About 2 hours into this case. That one was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Maya!
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea on who did it. Now all we need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
I appreciate the voice acting of Sniff. Underrated immersion of the listener. I try to make sure that any of those in quotation like things are not read out loud. I did make a mistake when I was voicing April May for a bit, because sometimes when it would say wink in the dialogue box, I would actually say wink. But honestly, I feel like that kind of fits her character a little bit. Though I will admit, it's kind of weird to sniff the mic. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in this system that they decided to speed up the whole process.
So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. I returned. Welcome back. What do you think about this? It's a fanboy's prized possession.
Wow, impressive. It's a little different from the Steel Samurai on TV.
These are mostly taken on those PR shows they do at stores and fairs. I'm pretty sure it's not even Will Powers inside that suit.
No true fan would be satisfied anything less than the real thing. He's still a child, I suppose. I guess it takes an adult to appreciate the real deal, right, Nick?
Yeah, whatever you say. This is Cody's.
Hey, your digital camera! I'm impressed a kid like him would have something that expensive. Kids these days.
I don't imagine spirit mediums and training get a lot of toys. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
And you could wipe that grin off your face. And could you wipe your grin off that? Can you wipe your grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. There's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this isn't a laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. Okay, we've already been over this. There's to tell her different these days. Ever since she came on board, we had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
what?
nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth?
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model. 5 years ago. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Oh, I miss old bag.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down.
Yeah.
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive.
I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director?
Sal, he's a soft pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. She treats him like dirt. I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated by dirt?
Oh, you poor sweet summer child.
That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No. No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could just sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2.
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hi, H-E-L-L-O!
Maya, you should at least be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she's had to say, apparently. There's some flowers here.
Oh, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Okay, so still no dialogue about this.
Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and...
Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it.
Oh dear.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
She was still on high from those rare cards she collected. Is Maya a ghost? No, she's human. She can just channel spirits of the dead to communicate with them. Oh, please. Please don't tell me Sal is here.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
The show will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
What if there are any clues lying around?
No, no, no. No touching.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Who made a game about it being an attorney and decided let's add ghosts? I think it's because I think the reason they decided to add the supernatural element to it was because the producers, the Capcom producers were probably like, there's no fucking way that we can sell a game about being a fucking lawyer. There has to be some sort of twist, some sort of edge. And then the creator was like, how about we add ghosts? I don't know. I'll add in a super hot prosecutor. Now we're cooking. Also, am I too loud? My stream keeps saying I'm hitting the red. Deus Ex Mia was born. Yeah. No. Is there any mic popping? Is there any, like, static, anything? It did just occur to me that the concept itself is very boring. Yeah. I guess I can be a little dramatic at sometimes. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic. Eek indeed. Him. Anyway, I'm here to examine that plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. Was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with a hot coffee. Whoa. Talk about bones, pal.
Oh, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say whatever happened with the empty bottle. Oh, the bottles of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jackhammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, it sounds like the one who put the Bowers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Nice. How goes your investigation? Without proof, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Bowers. Some people think that we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
I mean, what do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Bowers anymore. Feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills now? How?
Thorough examination, I got take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Of course, our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills, see? If the traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat.
Gumshoe seems pretty chill. Gumshoe is just a very sweet, slightly dumb guy, but he does have his good moments where he's like really fucking smart. He's a detective. And he's a sweet guy. At his core, he just wants to do the right thing. He's a science guy, Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill.
Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright? So, the food on this plate has been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it.
Oh, hello. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but it's what Global Studios decided.
Aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all of this ever happened. They want to it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. The program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
And this is?
Fan collected all the photos of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you'd understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay, but what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is at Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago.
Okay. Yes?
On day of the murder, he went to the studio too.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole a Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, the bad stuff. I know what dirt means. 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if the word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know.
Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you just take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made the Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to throw off at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep it a safe distance?
I wanted to ask about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols?
Yeah, fun fact about the assistant girl. Her full name is Penny Nichols. Get it? Penny Nichols Money? Ha! Ah! Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That's the assistant we talked to.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I only played like the first few seconds of the 6th game in this franchise, but there's a character named I'll Be Guide, and he's a guide in a town. I'll Be Guide. I'll be your guide. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the incident. The profile changed now? Nope. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that? And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
The Hammer stole Powers' costume? Do I have proof? Yes, I do. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof.
What? What's that little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof he used those sleeping pills on Powers?
Mr. Powers ate his T-bone steak up for lunch, right?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win, I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag?
Oh right, 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this.
Photograph? Wait a second. This is a picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with that bad guy at the top of those stairs there. He pushed the actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. I don't know if this is confirmed, but I always theorized that she was the paparazzi that got silenced. That was her old job before she was a security guard. She was the paparazzi. And Vasquez forced her to come underneath the studio's label to, permanently, to make sure that she never blabbed to the press about it. Or else they might have killed her. That's my personal fan theory, but like I said, it's just a fan theory.
Detective Gumshoe must have left by now.
He's probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial.
I bet Edgeworth is pretty angry with him. The assistant must have gone off somewhere. The stuff about Mr. Hammer must have come as a shock to her.
She's not even looking.
Where?
Oh, what?
Where did you get that?
Well,
Old bag.
old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
As much, I still dislike her. I will admit, I don't hate Old Bag as much as I originally thought. I just need to replay this case. But honestly, it's not the worst case. It's the worst case in this game, that's for sure, but I don't think it's the worst case in Ace Attorney history. I'm still giving that to 2-3. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. The conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
You came.
Well then, what was that you were talking about?
She's so eager to talk all of a sudden. Miss Vasquez, you were using that incident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you can control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now. Well then, what was it? What? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's went sour of its own accord.
But you're the cause. You pressured him. I think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Did I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That's what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, you believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who pulled that photo into the studio. Okay, so it wasn't her.
She wrenched it out of his hands, she did.
Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He'd have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is in the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence. Boys.
Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no. Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, race away.
No! Hold it right there! I know everything, pal! The Vasquez! You're coming down to the precinct with me now!
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
This is what I mean when Gumshoe comes in clutch when it counts. Hey, you okay, pal? It's always a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared.
Don't mention it, pal. You stole my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I began with detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
Who's at the bottom? The Vasquez. I feel like Gumshoe got downgraded since this game. I feel like he got a little bit dumber. I will admit, he got a little bit dumber, but I don't... And as far as... Did they almost kill you? Yep! Not to mention that, as far as I know, in the sequel trilogy, he does not show up once. Which fucking sucks if you ask me. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge? May call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present during Studio 2 the other day. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
Dear Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios.
Finally, somebody says their name right off the bat when Edgeworth tells them to. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. Playing as Phoenix, Dante, and Frank West. You're playing Capcom versus Marvel, or Marvel versus Capcom.
As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Pause, Phoenix. Pause.
I entered the trailer, a little bit before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp, and it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Also 2, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hannah's body later, and we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question to ask about one part of your testimony. You're fatigued, so Sal had to take you?
The van. There was a van in Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Well, it might be risky to walk. What with that monkey's head toppling over?
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
No one leave during the meeting.
No one.
Come on, let's talk a little bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
Same could be said about you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Poor Edgeworth is just being bullied by every witness in this damn case. Man was getting relentlessly flirted with by, also I dropped my mouse. By Old Bag. He was being bullied by a literal kid for evidence. Sal Manila was being so fucking annoying. And now Vasquez is telling him to stop slamming his desk. Poor Edgeworth, man. He deserves a break. Like I said, Edgeworth deserves to retire. Don't remind him about the flirting. Hold on. You got Sal take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh, right. Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
She committed the murder during that break. She wouldn't have had the time to eat a T-bone steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
Kinda wish she said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm pretty sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere.
It's pretty obvious what... I just realized what the evidence here is. Notice the difference. On the plates in Studio 2, there were no bones left on the plate. Meanwhile, on the steak plate we found in Studio 1, I mean, not in Studio 1, in the employees' lounge, there were bones. There are bones there. And as somebody who is the best steak cook in my family, and I've cooked a majority of steaks, I can tell you, nobody can eat a fucking T-bone bone. So, and yes, I did just do that to humble brag. Okay, I made a mistake here. I once ate a bone. Boneless chicken. Do you think you can order a boneless T-bone steak? Actually, you can't technically can. Well, I still don't think it makes sense. Yep, I knew it. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak? But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during the break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her lunch break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on Salmonella. She was meeting with the Seal Samurai. What are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands! Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. I was worrying today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use the heavy spear as a weapon? And you have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon! What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Has to be the spear itself, right? I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. That is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. Someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is this possible? Is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this, through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware what you're saying? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can be sometimes unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see the murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Ham standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! I cannot have order this if I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? The photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This was a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? It happened again! Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Misty Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim is Mr. Hammer. He died in the same way he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Very creative, Mr. Wright. I can use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of the argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. And the body found was at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and turned the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
Break in the meeting lasted 15 minutes, and from 2:30 to 2:45, Jack Hammer could have been pushed off the stairs to his death and carried to Studio 1 and placed inside a costume. There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands?
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body in Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it! Recall your testimony.
There was no to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the evil magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manila that drove that van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? I'd say he was. Of course, Sal Manila has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win? So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost? Something like that?
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you! You killed Mr. Jack Hammer!
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. In result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is the only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? What?! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I've said before. The truth, Mr. Wright? I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again?
Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor! I requested the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see if we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Have you guys noticed something? Edgeworth isn't protecting his witness anymore. He's seeking the truth. He's not seeking his usual guilty verdict. Edgeworth's on our side here. Hi, Connor Thompson. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I too see little point making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, go. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth?
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But, wasn't he the one who said he always gets the guilty verdict? After all that...
Edgeworth.
I was with Sal and Old Bag and the security lady when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I merely called the police. Then Powers showed up. Security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. That was to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, to cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police will and will not question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. You're nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting. There was no way we could be involved, thus they covered it up. Covered for you. Covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on this. All the bigwigs at that meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped her convince everyone they didn't require questioning. The script in your direction notes? Yes, they were quite valuable. I wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Have you heard of the Titanoboa? Yes, I have. I actually learned about it at the same time I learned about one of possibly my favorite prehistoric animals, the Megalodon. The Titanoboa was this huge snake. Oh god, it's so terrifying. It said that it probably preyed on animals the size of crocodiles, and acted exactly like a boa constrictor does, constricting its prey until it died or passed out from exhaustion and eating it whole. Oh god, it's so terrifying. I loved it. There are some prehistoric animals that despite I would never want to actually meet face to face, I would love to see in action. And Titanoboa definitely is one of those. Like, I wouldn't want to be near a T-Rex, but I'd love to see a T-Rex on the hunt. Same thing with a Megalodon. Or a Mosasaur. Oh my lord, a Mosasaur. Titanoboa needs to show up in the new Jurassic World. I feel like that'd be cool. What of the Great Snake? I like Allosaurus. Allosaurus is really cool too. You're actually gonna hear me once I play Power Rangers Battle for the Grid on stream. You're also gonna hear me nerd out about dinosaurs a bit, because dinosaurs are like a huge part of Power Rangers. There are 4 whole seasons of Power Rangers perfectly dedicated to dinosaurs. The original Mighty Morphin season, the Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, and Dino Fury. I'll be honest, I've never watched Dino Fury, but I have watched Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, and of course the original Mighty Morphin show is possibly the one I watched the most growing up. Weren't there so many Dino Charge Rangers? Yes, it actually is tied. Wait, no, it's not tied. It's actually in second place for the most Rangers in Power Rangers history, there being 8. The most total Rangers in any particular continuity of Power Rangers was the SPD Force. There are 8 Rangers in Dino Charge from what I remember. There was the red, pink, green, blue, black. Those were the 5 original ones, and there were 4 after that. The Aqua, Graphite... Wait, actually, no, there's 10. I forgot about... Yeah, there's 12 SPD and 10 Dino Charge. There was red, blue, pink, green, and, red, blue, pink, green, and black. Then there was gold, silver, graphite. I didn't think there were that many SPD Rangers. That's the weird part, because some people still count SPD Cat. Here's the Rangers. There was green, red, blue, pink, and what was the last one? I know there was 5. There was 5 Rangers. Pink, green, pink, blue, red, and yellow. Then there was the Orange Ranger in Boom's Dream Sequence. There was the Orange Cat Ranger. There was Doggy Kruger or Anubis Kruger's Ranger. Shadow Ranger. Then after that was the Omega Ranger. And then there was the other Ranger from Power Rangers,
there was the other Ranger that came from the future in the final episode of SPD, alongside the Omega Ranger. Then, in one of the video games, there was another Omega Ranger from one of the SPD video games that was a different Omega Ranger, but it's canon to the SPD series, so there's 11 Rangers. And then finally, in Operation Overdrive, oh god, there was another Red Ranger, that being Bridge, who used to be the Green Ranger, then became the Blue Ranger after the other Red Ranger left. And I just realized we just spent the past few seconds talking about Power Rangers in an Ace Attorney video. I'm gonna leave all this for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I swear to God, I don't want to rant about Power Rangers again for an entire stream.
Well, I was under the impression that we would be able to rehearse anything.
Power Rangers tangent? Yeah. But yeah, in total there are 12 whole Rangers that were present in the SPD series. Whether that be through video games or the TV show, there were 12. Why?
There was a murder after all. You could think of rehearsing after that.
Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Miss Vasquez said she wouldn't want to bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know the murder was going... about the murder before going to the studio.
Huh?
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of kangaroo court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I have perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Based Edgeworth? Yeah. Very well, the witness may change her testimony to reflect the reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured. So, I left them... and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
But it wouldn't... But she wouldn't think it would be Hammer. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It wasn't the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers!
What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself! Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured during that run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think that Mr. Hammer was injured?
I already said. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who got injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes! Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his legs too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Oh. And when he was doing this? And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping! And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak your way out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star.
I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. You would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it's unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. Present the court the evidence that Miss Vasquez had a motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down. No doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us up to present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer who had killed Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain to me. Okay, allow me to present the court evidence of Miss Vasquez's motive. It still has to be this. This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Hammer.
I'd say it proves the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles.
So it's not that. This is my proof. And it's just... She had no motive, Your Honor. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Oh, yeah. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What?
What?
What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore that costume to fool the security lady into thinking that he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him for all those years. So you did do it, didn't you?
Yes, I am guilty. It was me.
Miss Vasquez!
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs.
Manuel! Manuel!
Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No! It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and...
No! Manuel! Manuel!
Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez!
No! Please. Please don't die. Please.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's the Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Woo! We did it! This case is finally over, thank God! That is all. This court is adjourned. But honestly, I didn't mind this case that much. As much as I thought I used to. Dang, that was a long case. At long last, it's over. If anything, I think it suffers from pacing issues, which is kind of a thing because of the way that these games are structured with the 3-day trial system. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. What? Tell me! Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. He was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai. And so, he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP!
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to on the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Nick! Edgeworth!
Say something right. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. Must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Worked at a Burger King as a teenager, I decided. I doubt he would because of who he was studying under. I'm pretty sure the guy would say something along the lines of, work at the Burger King? Who do you think you are? A peasant? No, you're an Edgeworth. You're part of my family. How could you even try? No, he worked at Von Karma Burger. However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feeling. Edgeworth, buddy! Is there... Edgeworth, buddy! Edgeworth, buddy. Edgeworth, buddy. Buddy, Edgeworth, buddy. Edgeworth, buddy. Is there something you want to say here, buddy? Something you want to say here? Is there something you want to say here, buddy? Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Are those kind of necessary? Only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Baka. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess. Hey, yo! Look, I don't mean to be a Wrightworth shipper, but I'm kind of a Wrightworth shipper now.
Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the big deal with you and Edgeworth?
And so the curtain closed on another trial. Caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again.
Nick! This is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WD gets to play the lead again? A lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. They were best friends, but they were also gay, the clique. Oh boy. Oh boy, we get to see the best case. Who was guilty? D. Vasquez. Vasquez Vasquez killed Mr. Hammer. Because Mr. Hammer was gonna kill her Turnabout Goodbyes. This is like my all-time favorite case from anything that I played Ace Attorney related at all. Actually, maybe not. The third case in Ace Attorney Chronicles, from what I remember, was really fucking good. But honestly, I love this case so fucking much. I don't know if I should start another case right now. Or at least I should make another stream, because I don't feel like people coming in to the stream. I think the reason the Turnabout Samurai streams haven't been as popular is because of how much that case is hated by the fandom. Will you be streaming tomorrow? Of course I will. But I also have like 3 to 4 more hours left before I actually have to like reasonably go to sleep. About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? Do it tomorrow? No. I want to do it tonight. I'm literally just excited. But now is the perfect opportunity. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. You filthy animal. December 25th. 10:08 a.m. Renko Law Offices.
Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here?
Waterfalls? Dare I ask why?
Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one.
Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training?
Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters.
Okay. Don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close.
Oh, darn.
Sorry, but them's the breaks. Can you just take a cold shower or something?
Good idea.
So much for rushing spring waters. Hey Google, stop! Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling Gordy, and a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident that Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can we show real news for a change?
Nick? The water pressure's kinda low in that shower.
What's your favorite bear species? Grizzly bear. It was my grandpa on my mom's side's favorite. And I have positive association because of that. What did I miss? The end of Turnabout Samurai and the start of Turnabout Goodbyes. Play some Generation X Shadow. Alright. KFC during Christmas is a tradition in Japan? I know! Honestly, I think we should bring that over to the States. That sounds lovely. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray down with the hose?
Good idea, Nick.
Apparently, fake blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's a murder.
Gourd Lake again?
The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away?
Huh? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like...
Nick?
Maya.
The fireman yelled at me when I called him.
We got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth.
What? You mean the prosecutor?
Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder.
What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How?
I don't know.
Let's go find out, Nick.
We're gonna save right here. We're gonna take a break. Reconvene. And then we will continue Turnabout Goodbyes tonight. What's KFC? Where do you live, Cleo? What country? What country do you live in? Canada. Does Canada not have Kentucky Fried Chicken? Or did you just not get the abbreviation? Also, Canada doesn't have KFC. I don't think near me, lol. Wait, so you never in your life have you ever heard about KFC? Everybody, let's go to Canada. Let's go get Cleo some KFC. All right. I'll see you later. I'll probably announce when the next stream is happening in the Discord, for all of you who are there. But for now, longest DoorDash ever. Yeah. All right. KFC is too overrated. You shut up. I'm just joking. I enjoy KFC though. I don't enjoy it as much as I used to because I used to really love it, but now that I've been watching what I eat more often, I don't really like eating it that often. But damn, those biscuits and those chicken legs. Woo! I should have some of that event. Okay, not great, but okay. Not great though. To each their own.